Welcome back. Now news from sports. Executive Director of Sports Authority of Goa VM Prabhu has confirmed the ground management plan to turn Kampal ground into a fine playing surface for rugby and other sports as well. The Goa Rugby Football Union is fully prepared to work upon the SHE ground and turn it into an ideal pitch to play. The work will be completed in the coming 2 months. Prabhu Desai stressed that the ground will continue to be multi-purpose, but the sports activities will have to be suspended during the time when work will be in progress.
This ground was supposed to be the venue for the Asian Rugby Sevens tournament, but the organizers realized that it was too hard and uneven to play on. Hence, the tournament was shifted to Don Bosco ground. Prabhu Desai is confident that Goa Rugby Football Union will make the Kampal ground a fine surface in the next 2 months.
Exactly a week ago, Mr. Anish Kenny and Colonel Goodwin, they came to me, and they have a wonderful plan in which not only a rugby pitch would be laid, but it could be utilized for football and cricket as well. So as our policy is there, a lot of games would coexist. The Kampal ground per se is a multi-purpose ground. So it's not that whatever we are going to do or they'll do will be limited to rugby. We want to say it again and again that the facility would be also utilized for football and cricket.
How much time, when it would start on the ground, the work, and how
About 2 months time to prepare. So maybe during those the period that they'll take to lay the pitch, maybe we will have to suspend few activities. But after that, it would be a lush green ground like you see here. So nothing like it. So the rugby union, Goa Rugby Union, would give their know-how. They have an expert in Colonel Goodwin. He has made a wonderful ground at the Army Institute in Ahmednagar. So we have decided to borrow his expertise, and that is how the ground will be laid.
A fine playing surface will also be a boost to the standard of sports played here. Our sports editor Neeraj Prabhu with video journalist Sushant Pearl from Panji.
Girls of Pune make up almost the entire Indian women's rugby team. One of the experienced members of this team, Ketki Khare. This Pune-based girl is completely dedicated to rugby. Who says women can't play rugby, asks Ketki. Well, there are so many questions in the minds of Goan girls as rugby is the latest sport to make its entry in the state. Ketki can be a fine role model for the state women who take inspiration from and play rugby.
The Asian Rugby 7 series in Panji did not have a tournament for women. However, Ketki was in Goa to help out the officials with the refereeing duties. She also coaches school students back in Pune. After completing a tough task on the sidelines during a match, Ketki spoke to Prudent about women in rugby.
rugby and women, how does the combination work? Can women take up to rugby and play it well? What are the myths surrounding the sport so far with regards to women?
Well, considering that we are the fairer sex and we are expected to not be very strong and tough, well, I would say that we probably play tougher than the guys. I mean, you should see us tackling, you should see us hitting. The last tournament that we had for the women's national side, there was blood. We had like broken people, and you should also see the international tournaments that take place. There's always like people lying down on the field after we are done with them. So yeah, I mean, we are definitely tough, and women can definitely play rugby. I mean, why not?
Okay, Goa, as you know, is just the newest center of rugby so far in India, I can say that. And the girls here may not know what rugby is all about. So they may have this perception that there may be so many injuries, or it's a violent sport or whatever. Could you just clear some myths for the starters?
See, like you have these other sports. Every sport has injuries, but in rugby, you're expecting it, so you don't get injured. Say, suppose you're playing football. I mean, I was a football player, and I know, like, you can just get tapped on the ankle, and you can twist your ankle, break it even, and you'll be out for the season. But in rugby, you know that you're gonna get a hit, and you're basically braced for the hit or the tackle or any of those injuries, and hence the injuries are minimized. Yeah. And considering the kind of sport that this is, the ball carrier always gets tackled. If you don't have the ball, you don't get tackled. So you're expecting it when you're getting tackled and when you're tackling as well. So you are not going to get hurt because it's all about, bracing yourself.
Okay.
And I mean, other sports are probably more dangerous.
Our sports editor Neeraj Prabhu with video journalist Sushant Pal from Panji.
And with this, we come to an end of this news bulletin. Keep watching Prudent Media.